And welcome back to All the Mods 8. And in the last episode, we got ourselves auto crafting, as you can see down below me. Yeah, this place looks incredible with all the pattern providers and molecular assemblers. But we have a few issues that we need to address now today. Number one, our ME controller is too small. We need more P2P tunnels, but we can't fit any more on this guy. So we need to make this guy bigger so we can have more P2P tunnels and to be able to do more auto crafting. And that's the other issue. We are not done with auto crafting. We need to finish it. We have other things we need to hook up, such as our power area and now thermal series and industrial 4 going. Since the last episode, we did do a stream where we attempted to build ourselves a thermal series / industrial 4 going building / factory, and also a floating island. Yeah, it did not go according to plan. If you want to watch those streams, I'll have them in the pinned comment, but these look completely different to what they were on stream. I'll show an image of what it was on stream on the screen now, but yeah, I was not happy with that. It looked terrible. So I'm more happy with this. We're kind of just copying the theme between every building here now, which probably isn't the best idea, but I'm terrible at building. Like, I can't build at all. It's really bad. So this is what we're going to have. Yeah, we're just going to be copying all the the deep slate and the calcite bricks. But if we come in here now, I've pretty much kitted everything out, ready to go for auto crafting. So we got everything over here ready for latex extraction on either side. We have auto crafting ready for our dissolution chambers and passive auto crafting for dissolution chambers. We come upstairs, we have ourselves area ready for passive crafting of plates and gears using multi-servo presses, and then other things that need to be auto crafted, such as pulverizers, more multi-servo presses, induction smelters, and whatever else we need from thermal series. Oh, and we might end up having some stonework factories in here. I'm still not sure about that yet, because we need to get ourselves sand and gravel, and we're going to be doing that using crushing wheels with Create. I have everything in here ready to go. I just need to set them up here, and then we should be good to go. So for our floating island, this is also completely different because it's a lot smaller than what it was on stream. I did make it smaller. It was way too big. Because if I want to have multiple islands around it, I needed this thing to be a lot smaller. So I actually have a little teleporter down here using Ars Nouveau. So I just walk through and boom, we should be up on the island. Oops, bit of lag there. We're going to be trying to address that lag now today as well. But up here then we have ourselves this tower on top of the island, which looks really cool. If we come inside, I love the way it turned out in here because of all the lights and stuff. These are little lights that you can summon using Ars Nouveau. You just craft yourself a little light spell. If I remember the keybind for this, is it C? Yes. So you just do touch and then conjure mage light. You had to craft this glyph to be able to make it. But yeah, you can just put this down and they just cast little lights. It's really cool. But if we come downstairs here, this is where we're going to be doing mob farms now today. We got this chamber here where we're going to have spawners. We're going to have a good few spawners in here. And they're all going to fall down to where a mob masher will be and then item collectors and whatever. On the side walls here, we're going to have a couple of loot fabricators and simulation chambers. And we're going to be using those for all the mobs that we have listed up here. So shulkers, withers, vindicators, ghasts, the dragon, phantoms, and all the animals and stuff. Yeah, we're going to need all of those guys. And these guys can't really be in a spawner. Well, except for... well, the animals could, but it'd be easier just to have them in their own thing. There's going to be a lot other things in here as well. But yeah, so eventually we're going to have more islands around where we're going to be able to do occultism and other stuff. I don't know. I'm thinking of doing evil craft on the roof up here just so we can have the environmental controller like a beacon into the sky. We'll see. But yes, so we have a lot of stuff to do today. Oh my God, that guy over there is going crazy. So let's get to work.
Outside all night, just kissing and watching the stars.
Okay, most of the automation is now complete, but we're just missing one thing, the dissolution chambers. To craft these guys, we need plastic, and well, we need to start turning this latex we're generating into plastic. And to do that, we need some buckets, because we need a bucket of latex, and we use that bucket to make a latex processing plant unit. There we go. So with this guy then, we can put him down right here, and from the latex, we wanted to say pull from the back, okay? And then we just need to grab out some cables so we can give it some power. And this thing also requires water to work. So we're going to put a sink right there, and we're just going to put a pipe across the top here because I don't think the automatic pull in is going to be fast enough. So we're just going to give it an upgrade here. And we come down below and we'll give it some power. So there we go. And we'll just pull the cable from here. There we go. Because we're actually going to need this spot back here for an entangled block if we pull this cable down for our dissolution chamber once we craft it. So this guy now should be starting to make ourselves latex or tiny dry rubber. So we need an ender chest right here. So it goes into the system and we'll just say output then to push out the right. There we go. So while that's gone into the system now, if we come over here, so we just need to grab out our dry rubber now and say in here recipe, turn it into actual just dry rubber, not the tiny version, apply. And then up here, we want to put it in and we'll just set the maximum. Okay, and then we just need to tell this thing here to extract, upgrade, and now this will start making the tiny dry rubber once it has 9 of it. And then once it makes 9, we need to actually then smelt it. Now we could just put it on like request craft, but I want this thing to be passive. So we're going to need another furnace set up in here, but we can't put it here because this is where our door is for our factory. So we need to either put it over here or we could put it over here since we have a good bit of extra space. So we need to give it this thing power because we're going to give it a factory upgrade. So just come through here, grab out my cable, power, furnace, break the top right here. And then the cable will come through, facade, interface, another cable, and then we need an item pipe. And that's just going to extract. And then we can also use this furnace to autocraft anything else we want. So input the top and output out the back. And now if we come through the wall here, we can then just run this pipe through here and tell the thing then to extract and give it an upgrade just in case. Last thing to do now is scrap out some dry rubber. 1 should be made by now. Yep, oh, 2. Nice. And then we can put this in here, and it doesn't necessarily have to have that many, but we'll stack it up anyway. And last but not least, upgrades. And now the thing is ready to go. So auto split on, put those in there, 2 plastic, straight into the system. Now we can request a dissolution chamber. There we go. And we're going to grab out an entangled block. Because the way we're going to be pumping latex in, like I said, with that pipe underneath the tank there, is through an entangled block. So that's going to go there, entangled block, come down here. And we're going to put this one here. The reason we're going to have 2 is because we're going to need a second latex dissolution chamber. So lock you in there. And now we just need to remove all those extra connections. But there we go. So that should be putting latex into this guy here now. Oh, I forgot to tell this thing here to extract. Okay, so now you're full with latex. So what we want to do is grab out our patterns. And I think I've already made the patterns for it because we want to put first in here speed upgrades. So patterns in. And now if we look up add-on, we can request them. So we want ourselves a speed. And oh yeah, that's another thing we need to enable in here, blocking mode. That way it won't try to put multiple recipes in at once. So it'll wait until one recipe is done. So you can see this thing is very, very slow. But what we want to do is say output, push back into the top. So it'll go back into this guy, back into the system, and that will complete the craft. And then we can just take it back out and give it the speed upgrade. And now it'll be a lot quicker when it's making all its upgrades. So let's say we need 16, and let's just craft ourselves 20. And then just wait till they're done, and then we can put them all in the latex extractors and even in the latex processing machine, and we'll have enough left over for the other dissolution chambers. Speaking of the other dissolution chambers, we're going to need 2 more setups to actually finish this, and we're going to be doing that alongside our mob farms. One, we need pink slime, which you get through the mob slaughter factory. So we'll probably set up a small spawner. I think cows give the best amount. Yeah, I think cows give the best pink slime. So I think we'll probably end up setting up a cow spawner. And then also we're going to need a mob crusher for wither farms. And we're going to need a low ore laser or fluid laser drill on top of a wither so we can start extracting out ether gas, which then will allow us to make this a premium machine frames. Okay, so let's get to work on our mob farm. So let's come down here now and let's start with the simulation chambers. I think they'll be the easiest one to get up and running. So what we want is, if you go in here, we want ourselves simulation chambers. And we have 10 different mobs here. So we're going to need 10 of these guys now. So craft me 10. And we're also going to need 10 loot fabricators. Now I'm trying to decide whether or not I should put them like here. Like, I mean, like have 5 of them here and then 5 of them here. If I can place them correctly, that'd be great. Like, do I have them set up like that? And then I can have like the loot fabricators there and then loot fabricators here. Or should I, since we actually are going to be making the same items either side, like what we can do is half them. So we could say we can have right here. Is this the center block? Yes. So we can have 5 of these guys now here. And then we can have a space and put 5 of them there, and then 5 of these here. And then this say could be dragon, wither, and since it'll all be the same items going in, we can just have 1 loot fabricator for 2 of these guys. Now, I don't know how fast this thing will process up to prediction orbs, but hopefully it's fast enough. So I think that's the method I'm going to go with. Now, the other thing we need to do is actually get all the frameworks. So we need to craft this guy here, the Deep Mob Learner. And now we need to make ourselves model frameworks. And since we're going to go with double the amount, we're going to grab 20 of them. Oh, they don't stack. Right. Okay, well, we can put them in here. And it looks like we can learn up to 4 mobs at a time. Oh, wait, we need to right click on a mob first. So I guess the first one we're going to go get is the dragon, since he'll probably be the most difficult to get our hands on, because we need to kill him multiple times for this thing to actually start working. Let's see if we can right click the dragon. There we go. And second one, there we go. So we can put the 2 of these in here, and now we just need to kill the dragon twice. There's 1 and there's number 2. Another cool thing is apparently we get a new egg every time the dragon is defeated. So that's pretty nice. Okay, and the last thing to do now is actually take them both out and add them both into each one of these guys here. You and you. Now, the other thing we're going to need is prediction matrices. So I'm going to have to set up a little passive craft for those, but matrix, craft me, let's just start off with like 10,000 of them, because we're going to go through these fairly quick with the amount of like simulation chambers we're going to have. Let's grab out 64 of those. Cannot begin simulation energy levels. Okay, that's fine. We just need to give the thing power. Okay, so we're just going to give this item interface here the matrices, and then we're just going to grab out a point, if I can press the right button, configurator, you go there, extract, and now ultimate pipe upgrades here and here. Now, hopefully, I don't think the matrices should go into this guy. Nope, okay, that's good. And they should start filling these guys up now. So you can see power is going in, and each one of these guys should get a matrix, right? Why are you not extracting out the matrix? Oh, because I never hooked up the P2P tunnel. Hang on. So if I connect this here now, it should start pumping in the matrices. Right? Oh, the network is still booting. Okay. Is it working now? Oh, come on. What's wrong here? They're there. So it should be giving it to them. Oh, wait, no. This guy's full again. So yes, it is working. So it seems to be filling them bit by bit. Or maybe it can't pump in the matrices because there's no data module. That's probably what it is. Right, so all I have to do now is just go around and collect a bunch more data models of everything here. And now that I think about it, I should have grabbed an extra 2 dragons while I was at it. So, right. Yeah. Anyway, let's go get the rest of these guys here. Okay, the simulation chambers are now finally fully set up. They might look a little bit different than what I first explained, but this setup here seems to work. And I ended up going with XNet to route all of the items because for some reason Pipes was just not working even with all the destination filters and NPD data, it just would not send the prediction pearls to the correct loop fabricator. So there was issues where it was just bypassing it and then just going straight into the system. But that shouldn't be the case anymore. So everything here is set up correctly. And it's all the prediction matrices are blacklisted from going into this ender chest. So they're slowly working their way up. So you can see they're already advanced, which is actually pretty nice. So over time, they'll just get better and better and better, and then they're producing more materials. And actually, we're producing quite a bit now already. Like if we look in here, we already have 245 nether stars, and I've already used up about 60 to 70 of them, making more nitro reactors, which we now can finally finish putting down. Oh yeah, and actually now that I'm doing that, craft me like another 100 of these. But what are we missing here? Iron bars. I don't have a pattern for that. Strange. I thought it did. Well, we have a pattern now. So, you know what? Actually, 100 might be a bit too much. Let's craft me 50. Now what am I missing? Oh, blaze rods. Okay, so we'll have to wait until we get this guy up and running. So I've got down the spawners, and what I have here is all the different type of eggs that I want in it at the moment. Now, there's probably a couple that I'm missing that I haven't realized that I want yet, but we'll probably stick with these ones for now. So we're going to have wither skeletons, endermen, spiders, slimes, blaze is already in there. I'll just add it in too. Skeletons, wild and stalkers. So these guys are a good source of leather. And a cave creeper, because this will give us gunpowder, I hope, and gold, diamond, emerald, and iron ore, which is really, really nice. Now, the other thing is I'm going to have to filter all this stuff into drawers and then use a storage. Oh, God. Wow. Okay, that's a bit fast. And use storage drawers to hold everything because, yeah, I'm not going to send all of the mob drops into the system, especially with all like the bows and stuff these guys hold. It's not going to be a fun time trying to manage all that in the system. Now, the only thing I need to do now is actually max upgrade everything here. Right now, they're only redstone controlled, and the only max one here is this spawner now that I've been using for a while. Just getting like different materials. I don't think I've ever shown it. But you can see like minimum delay is 20, maximum delay is 20, spawn count 16, max entities 32, activation range 16. Now we'll probably need to slap a nether star onto this thing so it doesn't require any players nearby. Ignores conditions, res control, ignores light, no AI, silent. Now ignores light and ignore conditions kind of do the same thing. But we're just going to slap a dragon egg onto each one of these guys now, which we should be getting. Yep, 186 eggs. So we're just going to give an egg to each one of these guys. Oop. That should just break. Yeah. Should be able to pick it up. There we go. So give me a second to max out all the upgrades on this thing. Okay, everything here should have max upgrades. Now, I'm not going to turn it on just yet because we have nowhere to collect all the items. So if I turn it on now, we might lag like crazy. Ooh, don't touch that thing. Why? Sometimes this thing does not want to work, and I do not know why. Teleport. Oh, it's probably the ender inhibitor. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because that thing disables teleportation in a range. Okay. So out here then, this is set up for a cow spawner for the mob masher. We'll go over that now in a moment. And over here, we're going to have our 2 wither farms. But our main objective now is to sort out all of the items we're going to be getting. So what's the best thing for picking up items? So we have a vacuumulator. We have vacuum modules from modular routers. And I think there's also the absorption hopper, which we're probably going to try the absorption hopper because this thing will also give us experience. And speaking of experience, I need to go down here and grab my experience orb or my catalyst crystal thing. Just going to take all the levels I have so far and go back up. I don't know if you lose the levels if you break it with the levels in it. But we're basically what we're going to have is this guy right here. He's going to say the north side is going to be fluid and he should go into this guy. Hopefully. And then what we're going to say is on the south side, it's going to be items. And we show the area. We just want to increase the up and down. And that should be fine. So if we just grab ourselves a storage controller and put it here, we should be able to then grab out... Actually, I forgot we don't need this thing actually connected. We could just leave the storage controller here and then just stick all the drawers on the front there. Now, I don't know how many things we're going to have on this, so we might need to be a little careful. And actually, I'm not going to be able to get a cable down to that, so let's actually move this to up here. Is this centered? It will be if I add another row here. So storage bus on top here. I'm still trying to figure out like what's the best way to manage all of the items, because I don't want bows and stuff going into this thing, so I want to trash those. So what is the best way to route this then? You know, let's put that there actually. Show the area, offset down and minus that way, and then hide. So that should be set up to now gather all the items inside. Put this guy right here, and he is facing the west. So the west will be fluids. And then what we want is a chest. Okay, so we're going to put a chest right here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get the storage controller and we're going to put them here. So up the way is going to be items. And then we're going to have our storage bus right here. And then what I'm going to do then is I'm going to say this guy, which is going to be the opposite. So the east is going to be also be items. But whatever extra stuff that gets pumped into here will reroute back into the storage controller. So we're actually going to disconnect this for the moment. So we're not going to go up for a second. Give me out at functional storage, my configurator and linking tool. Select this and now link each one of these and now lock each drawer. Then we can turn on the mob farm and see what drops we get, and then we can organize them into their own drawer. So let's turn it on and see how fast this is. Oh my. That is a lot of mobs. I'm not seeing spiders, slimes, or anything like that spawning. Oh, there's blazes. Hang on. Is it just no AI? Activation range is okay. Let's just give it the nether stars to ignore players. This might actually get too laggy. If it gets a bit... Okay, I did not know you guys could stand up there. If that's the case, then I might need to remove this chain and just put something else there. I don't think this is going to work. Oh my. This is insane. I don't think my game's going to be able to handle all the drops this thing's going to be dropping. Yeah, that's way too much stuff. Let's turn off my magnet for a moment because this is too much here. Right. So, wings... I guess we'll just store all those. Bones. Yeah, I'm going to have to go through all this. Give me a second. I just turned it on again. And yeah, everything is starting to spawn now. My frame rate is dying. This might be a bit too powerful. I might need to individually control every spawner. Huh. For some reason, it seems when the slime breaks, when it has no AI, kind of breaks something. So I might need to re-enable the AI setting on the spawner for the slimes, because I don't want these guys building up and clogging up the entity count in the area. So let's turn it on and see if everything is working as it should. Okay. Now if we come down here, I don't know how fast the thing here will be able to work. It doesn't look like the thing is working fast enough. Oh my, the frame rate. Damn, that is bad. But at least the organization's working. But the more mobs that spawn, the more items we're going to find that we now have to filter. Okay, this might be too many. Oh my. Damn, that is just way too many mobs. This mob farm might be a bit too powerful. Okay, so I've redone the links, so now we can individually turn on each spawner. Say we just want the cave creepers. Oh, I guess since the redstone is technically touching that one, it turns on that one now as well. Oh, well, sure then, I guess. Yeah, that was not supposed to happen, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, so now we can individually turn on everything. So it seems that we're going to be getting all three of these guys from one link. Not exactly what I wanted, but the only way to fix that is to space out the spawners, which I'm not going to bother doing. Let's work on our mob slaughter factory now. Oh, here come all the items. So we want a mob slaughter factory. We're missing an iron. Oh, I must have messed up the pattern for that. That should be a regular axe. Okay, so Mob Slaughter Factory. Oh my god, all the items are over here too. Damn, they just seem to be absolutely everywhere. All right, there we go. That should be most of it now. So what we want to do is put the Mob Slaughter Factory here. And come in here now and change this to a cow spawner. And let me just quickly max this guy out too. Okay, with the spawner maxed out now, we just need to grab a speed upgrade, a processing upgrade, and an efficiency. And the only other thing I need now is actually a range add-on. So this room here is actually a 9x9. So from this guy, it goes out 4 that way. But since it's back 1, I wanted to actually reach a bit further. So we're going to grab out a +5. So if we tell this guy here how to craft it, then we go into here and find our dissolution chamber, put that in there. And now when we go back to here and say search for our add-on, we should be able to craft it. Now what we can do is add the upgrades in here. Add-on is crafted, put that in there now. Now, once we give this thing power, so grab out a point, got power, and it should be going. So we turn it on, cows should spawn, and then this thing here should kill them, and we should get liquid meat and pink slime, and we want the pink slime. Yep, so the cows are spawning, and now you can see we got tons of pink slime. We want to trash the liquid meat and then store all the pink slime. So that's north. So let's go in here. Direction north. We want it to just be enabled, but disable every other port, and then do the opposite in here. So enabled. So then that way, once we put this here, I just realized this is actually an item pipe. Should have been a fluid pipe. Tell this thing to extract, and that should delete the liquid meat. So for the moment, we're just going to use this jumbo tank. And we tell this thing here just to extract out the pink slime. There we go. And then also we can do then is using our entangled binder, grab out an entangled block. We're actually going to need 2 of them here. So we're just going to put this here and here. Pipe. So now when I go back down and bind it, let's go get our first dissolution chamber. We can actually put them all down now. So this one's going to be latex. So we want this one here, pink slime. And we want to bind that to this one. And then do the same with the other one. There we go. So now the 2 of them are both getting pink slime. Now we can start making the advanced machine frames. Last thing to do, set up the wither now. So in the bottom here, we're going to have our actual wither builder and mob crusher. And then up here, we're going to have our stasis chamber and our liquid drill. So we can actually start producing ether. So we want to craft a fluid laser base. Oh, wait, hang on. I don't think I actually finished setting up the patterns for all the machine frames. Hang on. Okay, so we should have everything now. We have ourselves a stasis chamber, which now I need to give it a point. And I think it's best to connect it with a cable just in case. So up here, we're going to remove this. And then put the point, the cable. I probably should have linked the network first. There we go. And then the stasis chamber, which is off center. Of course it is. Now it should be in the correct place. And I'm actually just going to add an efficiency upgrade into this guy just to make it a bit cheaper on power. Does that make a difference? Maybe not. I might give it a speed upgrade just in case as well. Okay. So we can cover this up now. We don't need that there. Then what we want to do now is laser base. Or do I need to put up one? I'm not actually sure where to put this. First of all, let's get ourselves our wither spawned in. Actually, that might be a bad idea first. No, I think it's actually okay if it just goes here. If it doesn't work, well, we'll just change it. But now we just put the lasers here, 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 and somehow get it facing the correct way this way. That'll do. More cable and a point, because now we need to give everything here power. There we go. Give this guy the purple laser lens. I don't think I crafted it yet. Yep, just click craft and that should go for me. There we go. Put that in there. And now we just need to come in here and put the wither down. We're going to get slowed now, but that's okay. Make sure I can get out. That's the next thing. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to fit out of there. Should be able to get out of here though. So, wither. And now he shouldn't actually spawn. Yep, there's no boss bar at the top, so that worked. Are we producing ether? Yes, we are. So just going to give each one of these drills some upgrades. just to make it go a little bit quicker. You can add a lot more than just these 4, but I'll add those as I go. So jumbo tank, output, push out the top. So that should store it all in here. And then we're just going to add a pipe, tell it to extract, and now a pipe upgrade. And now what we want to do is entangled. I'm going to put one here and put one here. And now let's go entangle our dissolution chamber for ether gas. There we go. So that's it. Now we just need to wait for a bit of it to build up, and then we can make ourselves our wither builder, because we need a bit of ether gas for the wither builder itself, because we need the premium machine frame. Okay, so we have plenty of the premium machine frames built up now. It's a bit ridiculous. In just a space of like, I don't know how long I've been AFK, but we've already got 100 machine frames. That's a lot. So if I wanted now, I could look up black hole tank and make that. Actually, let's just look up Supreme and then just say black hole tank. Oh, there's the wither builder. So we need that now. And where's the black hole tank? There it is. And I actually want a couple of these, because now if we have a look over here, this tank here is completely filled with pink slime. So I'm just going to have to replace that. And I don't know if I can pump into it, but I should be able to just do it this way. There we go. Over 1,000 buckets already. That is just insane. And also now I want to replace this one with a black hole tank now as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I'll have to replace the latex one now with one of these later as well. But anyway, for the wither builder, we just need to put this right here. And we need a timer. Oh, I think actually I have it all in my... Oh, I already built this. Oh, I forgot. It's been a bit of time, so I've completely forgot I built this thing already. Never mind. But what we want is a timer facing into this guy. So basically then we're going to get ourselves this guy to build one every time. And we want this thing on a pulse. And I can't remember what time we usually go with. Let's go with 320 just for now. And we need to run another interface over here to provide it with the items. So if we just put this guy here and then just run the cable over. There we go. That should be connected. So we want soul sand and wither skulls. There we go. And then we want the mob crusher to go here. Let's give it some speed upgrades. Processing upgrade, speed upgrade, and efficiency. The wither builder, I'm just going to give it speed and efficiency. It doesn't need processing because it's not trying to spawn 2 at once. But yeah, that should be everything. So once we give this thing power and the items, it should just spawn the wither in, and then we'll see how fast this thing actually can kill them. So we need to give each one of these guys some power, and we'll just stick the point then right here. Select the network. And then all we have to do is just basically get it to spawn a wither in. So we need item pipes. And actually, since this guy here is going to be generating materials, I'm just going to route it back to go into the system. And then I'm actually going to filter this guy to only extract out skulls and the soul sand, because I don't want to extracting out any other material. Not that it should anyway. There we go. So this should build a wither, and then this thing should kill it straight away. And we don't want essence. We want to have looting. I don't think there's going to be anything else it really makes anyway. So we just need to wait for the timer to count down. It should happen any second now. Okay, there's a wither. Now, I want to make sure it doesn't build another one before it kills the first one. We might end up having a second one, unless the timing is actually perfect. It should die before the thing does that. Oh, wait, I forgot. This thing actually needs an add-on. Put that in there now. Now it should get rid of him. There we go. I forgot to give the thing the add-on. But that should have generated nether stars and a withering soul. And we can use those souls for making more skulls. Now we just need to tell this thing here to extract. And hopefully now it should kill this wither before another one spawns. And does it? Yes, it does. And then about 3 seconds it should spawn another one. Okay, I think it's just down to the speed of this guy. But that is an okay speed. I don't want it to go any faster than that, since we're already producing a ton of stars from our loot fabricators. Like, we've already got 600 of them, which is really, really nice. So I'm going to end it there. Hope you all enjoyed. And if you did, don't forget that like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell. We're at it then as well. So without any further ado, goodbye.